Hey, hello and welcome to another video on my channel. I'm so excited that you're joining me again today, and I'm so stoked for the species that we're building for today. However, I did have to fix a few things in the zoo. As you saw in that very short clip at the beginning, the guest needs was not great. For some reason, they were all super parched. They were pretending like there was nothing to drink for them. So I had to fix that a little bit. But I just wanted to say really quickly too, I am averaging about 80 views on these videos so far in this Little Planet Zoo series that I've started. And probably some of those people are recurring viewers. So if you do want to stick around, please make sure that you are subscribed. I do plan on making more of these videos, building for a lot more species, as many as my computer can handle, pretty much. I'm not going to stop until the lag stops me. So that's all on that front. Now, the animal we're building for in this video is the African spurred tortoise. And I don't have a whole big spiel on the Zoopedia for them here, but I did want to mention really quickly that there are more of this species living in captivity than there are in the wild. So definitely they are an endangered species. There are some reintroduction programs in Senegal, and they are being pretty successful with that. But sadly, it is another very endangered species that does need our help. So hopefully they can recover and they can become not endangered. And in this zoo, we're actually building a walkthrough habitat. As you can see over there, there's like little guest gates already established there. And obviously there had to be a drink stand because the guests were so thirsty for some reason. So I just quickly put that together here. And then I actually tried to make the hand sanitizer station work. That'll be in a little bit here. But I saw that on some other YouTube video where they were saying that, yeah, the guests can actually like walk in and pet the animals. And I was desperately trying to make that happen. I couldn't understand why it wouldn't work. It turns out it has to be a species that can be interacted with, which the African spurred tortoise is not. I guess it doesn't. I guess it's not that super fun of an activity to pet a tortoise shell, and you probably don't want to get bit by them. So there's that. The little drink stand got super mega popular really fast. Like you can see, basically the entire population of the zoo just migrated over there. There's suddenly nobody at the amenities anymore. So I decided if they need more drinks, if they need more amenities that badly, and I'm not going to be building for that in this video, I should at least add some more, what are those? Vending machines. Yes. So I did that, and I did also add some ATMs. I didn't have any of those before. I didn't quite realize that that was important because apparently the guests just come to the zoo with a certain amount of money, and once that's spent, they go home. And if you want them to stick around, oh yeah, we had some snow. I was fast forwarding here, and we just got some snow in the game. That was really quick, but yeah, it was beautiful and white there for a second. Anyway, because of the popularity of the drink stand, I then had to expand the drinks stand pavement area a little bit, and I did have to also put in the corner over there, you can see a solar panel because that drink stand didn't have any power before, so it definitely needed that. And now we're finally getting into the tortoises. I just picked out one from the market, and then later on I picked out another one, a male one, so there were two. And yeah, then I started on the fence, and I figured that because they're tortoises, they're not going to jump over anything, they're not going to climb on anything, really. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I made a little wood fence, and that gave me a lot of trouble. Actually, right now I'm working on the waterfall as we speak. Yes, there's a waterfall in this exhibit, which is very exciting. I do like how that came out. It's not super realistic because it's just like plonked into the middle of the zoo. There's not really a reason why there would be a waterfall there. It's very clearly artificial, but I just thought that it would be nice for the vibes, you know? Maybe give some soothing waterfall sounds to the guests walking by, and maybe drown out the noise that the guests make for the tortoises, so they're not constantly being not yelled at, but you know, they don't constantly have to listen to people blabbing on and on about what's going on around them. So yeah, I just hid the actual waterfall features a little bit with some rocks there. I plonked down some more rocks. I just wanted to, you know, furnish it a little bit, put a few more items in the exhibit, and also did some foliage here, did some bushes, and oh, enrichment, yes, of course, enrichment. I did have some trouble finding, I think I had a lot of food enrichment, but I didn't have any toy or not much toy enrichment. So yeah, there we go, that fixed that. And then I also realized that they actually, oh, now I'm building the fence, which you'll see it's hilarious because on one side it works and on the other side it kind of doesn't. I don't understand why, but yeah. And then later on I realized they also need hard shelter because apparently having a shell is not good enough. But I guess maybe that's because they might be living in a different climate. And see the bottom part here was totally fine, and then I duplicated the fence, and for some reason it looked like they could break out on the top half of it. I don't know what happened there. See? It's the same exact fence. Why can they break out on the bottom half and not on the top there? I still haven't figured that out, actually. Maybe I needed to move the fence. Now looking at it, maybe the fence was not in the middle of the null barrier. Maybe I needed to move it out a little bit or move the null barrier back to make that work. I don't know. But this is me trying to make the hand sanitizer work, which was never going to happen. I really wanted the guests to like be freely able to roam around the habitat, and they could not and they cannot because the tortoises cannot be interacted. But maybe next time when we build for the donkeys, which I am so excited about, I cannot wait. Maybe next time when we build for the donkeys, they will be able to roam around in there. I haven't actually researched it, but that is a possibility. I feel like maybe the donkeys would be more susceptible to being petted? I don't know. They probably would need supervision though from like a zookeeper or something. Here's some hardened shelter for our tortoises. Yeah, so the exhibit that you see at the top of the screen there, that's going to be for the donkeys, and I think I'm going to have to build them a stable. I'm not super excited to build another building. I feel like I've built too many buildings in recent times, but that's fine. It's just going to have to happen because I think that makes the most sense. Oh, look at that. I put a little companion for them in there, a little stone turtle. But yeah, that's pretty much all there was to this video. I added some more greenery and foliage to make it look a little bit more lively, and then oh yeah, that path is really, really cool too. It's just like a rock path, so it makes the guests feel like they're more involved with this exhibit, I think, if they're like walking around on the rocks. Anyway, yeah, here's the foliage, and that's pretty much all for this week's video. Like I said, if you are a recurring viewer and you would like to see more, please do subscribe. I love any comments I get underneath these videos. I always try to reply to them. And other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!